Hello, my crafty friends. Today we're going to be working on verses 10 through 13 of Psalms 37. And I'm going to read that first off. I'm reading out of the New English Bible. It says, "A little while, and the wicked will be no more. Look well, and you will find their places empty. But the humble shall possess the land and enjoy untold prosperity. The wicked mutter against the righteous man and grind their teeth at the sight of him. The Lord shall laugh at them, for he sees that their time is coming." There's probably a lot we could talk about there, but I think I wanted to focus on the humble shall possess the land and enjoy untold prosperity. And the main reason I want to focus on that is because there are a lot of verses in the Bible where a lot of the promises God gives us have to do with having humility or being humble, which means to be of a humble spirit, not to be proud, not to be arrogant, not to think better of yourself than you should. It doesn't mean be a doormat. I think you can be strong and be humble at the same time. But I found some other verses that I want to put in with this. And so we're going to use these two besides just this one. But the first thing I want to do, I also, where it says, the wicked mutter against the righteous man and grind their teeth at the sight of him. Well, that reminded me of this other verse in Proverbs 3. And this is out of a different version of the Bible, so I'm not sure what version this came from. But it says, "Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace to the lowly." And I want to write that down here, and then I'll do my background on top of this. But I want this to be the basis under which that we put everything else on top of. And so I'm just going to write it with this Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen. It's a brush pen. And my handwriting's not great, so we're not doing this for beauty. We're going to even cover it up probably, but it's hard to see how to write over this crease. Proverbs 3:34. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a second, and then we're going to do something on top of it for our background. But I wanted to, have a little bit about the wicked muttering against the righteous, or the scorners scorning the lowly, and then we'll put the other scriptures on top after we've done a background. That's probably pretty dry, actually. Here we go. I'm going to move this for just a minute up here. I don't want those to get, I don't know what I'm going to do for the back yet, but if it's messy, I don't want to mess those up. And I think I'm sorry. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use these alcohol sprays because that will dry fairly quickly. And trying to decide if I want to do something else over this first. I think I'm going to put clear gesso over it. And then we will do this over a stencil. And maybe it won't bleed through our page so bad. Let me get the clear gesso. This is some homemade clear gesso, and so I'm going to have to stir it up before I use it because all that marble paste kind of sinks to the bottom of it. Come on. Sorry, it takes a minute to do this. I should have done it in advance, but I didn't know what I was going to do yet. I've been planning the other pages out, but I was so busy yesterday and today, I didn't get this one planned out in advance, so I'll probably be pausing the video a few times while I let things dry and figure out what I want to do next. Okay. Okay. And here it is. I was going to say I have one of those. I don't know why. Every time I pick up one of these and use it, I think, I just don't really like that. I'm not going to do that anymore. And then I have them, so I think I might as well go ahead and use that. And then I remember that I didn't want to use that next time. I actually usually got the background already done before we even start, but since I wanted to write that verse underneath everything, I didn't do that this time. Okay. I'm going to let this dry. You can see after putting it on that the page underneath is kind of bleeding through a little bit. That's all right. We're going to cover it up anyway. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a minute and do that. Okay. While that was drying, I pulled out a few things that I think I might want to use. But first, I do want to go ahead and put some color down. I think I want to use a stencil on top of it. That was something I didn't think to get out. Let's just use this one. I don't know how much that's going to make any difference anyway because I can't hold it down very flat. Let's try it this way. Well, I don't know. We'll see. let's pull that up. And where can I put this? Let's put some of these. Where are they? I've got some papers here that I'm going to see if I can get some of this off on. Ooh, that actually did something. I didn't know if it was going to or not, but I'll show you. These are some coffee dyed book pages from a little Audubon bird guidebook or something. But those will be fun to use now that they're all prettified. Okay, I'm going to dry this a little bit. Okay. I like that, but I'm not sure it's really as much color as I wanted. I'm tempted to try to add a little more on the right here and right there. Maybe what I need to do is mask this off to do that instead of... All right, so we're going to make a very rough mask here. I'm not even sure if it's the right size. No, not too bad, actually. Okay, we're going to just put that over it. And then we're going to spray this blue. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that now. Maybe I just want to get there. That's better. Okay. We're going to call it good here. Move these out of the way. Sorry, I need to turn on my air conditioner. I usually have it on, but I forgot. Okay. That's probably actually needs to dry a little bit more. And I am going to move this out of the way, though. Whoa. Problem with the air conditioner. Okay, I want to find some papers to write the verses on. I usually have done that in advance too, but just haven't had a chance today. That's pretty. I think I could write the verse right on top of that. Okay, let's do that. That's some more of my Happy Mail fun paper. Okay. You get a pen. sorry, I'm having a minute of trouble trying to find, there we go, trying to find a pen. Oh, that one may be too small. Let's see. Yep, that one's a little too small. Okay, this one will work good. Okay, this is verses 10 through 13. I'm going to go ahead and just do that and then write the whole thing instead of writing them out. I'm not going to separate them. The rest, all of these other ones, I separated each verse. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to write the whole thing. I may be writing this too wide. Well, we're just going to go ahead and do it. A little while, and the wicked will be no more. Look well, and you will find their place empty. But the humble shall possess the land. I'm going to go ahead and separate it a little bit here. But the humble shall possess the land and enjoy untold prosperity. Okay, there's 10 and 11. Verse 12 says, the wicked mutter against the righteous man, and grind their teeth. That's quite an image, isn't it? And grind their teeth at the sight of him. The Lord shall laugh. Oh, I can't even spell Laughh. The Lord shall laugh at them, for he sees that their time is coming. Okay, that is why I handwrite these out beforehand, because my handwriting's bad and I make mistakes. But today, we're just going to go with it like it is. I'm going to go ahead and Okay. And I think that this is going to be kind of wide to go on the page, so I'll have to think about how I'm going to deal with that. Well, it will go. I'm tempted to just put it right here. I rarely put things in the crack because it's not easy to deal with. But I've got these that I want to put on here. And so it might actually be advantageous this time to do it that way. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim these down a little bit so they will fit better. And then I want to do some watercolor on top of them so they'll be won't be so stark. I think I like that. Okay. Let's get out the watercolor for these. I'm going to move this out of the way so we don't mess it up. Trying to decide if I do use watercolor, then it'll take a while for it to dry. I think I may just use some of that distress ink. That'll be fast and easy. And I have several of these, so. Okay. I'm going to do one of them, since it's already on here, with a green. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see what colors we have. Purples don't really go with this page, so I'm going to put them aside. Orange, possibly. Green. Blue. We don't want them to be really dark because we want the words to show up. Okay. And we only have 4, so we don't need all of these. I think I'm going to do them. Okay. I think I'm going to use those. We'll start with the green and we'll see how well it works. Hopefully I won't. Okay. Like that. That worked out well. And then we'll do the orange one first and then the red one, and that way we can just go right over the top of we can use the same one for orange and red, I think. That's good. Just realized that this is not very straight. There we go. Okay. There it is. Alrighty. Now we'll do this next one with the red, or it's called candied apple, actually. That's pretty red. Okay. And we'll do the last one with blue. Maybe I should have chosen the darker blue. Okay. So now we've got 4 of these. And I'm going to dry them a little bit. Okay. And these 4 verses are Matthew 23:12. And whoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. James 4, verse 6. But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. These probably came out of the King James Version. The book I got them out of, I couldn't tell for sure. Proverbs 16:19 says, better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. And Matthew 18:4 says, whosoever shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. So all of these verses talk about the blessings from being a humble person. Okay, I'm going to glue this one down, and then we'll glue those on, and then we may see if we can figure out something else to do with it. But, oh, there we go. All right, let me try again. That's not wanting to. Okay. I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to go ahead and crease it right in the middle before I stick it down, so that'll hopefully won't damage it when we shut and open the book a few times. I'm just going to put that up there. And I'm going to put this one down here because there's a little yellow between it, and that way it won't be right next to that other red. And I'm going to not cover up Proverbs 3:34 because that way I will remember what the background verse is. Otherwise, I might forget. Oops. Might should have chosen a different color instead of blue because that one kind of fades off, but it's okay. So this is kind of what it looks like now. And I had gotten out these papers thinking I might mount these verses on something, but I think it's works better just like it is. So okay. I wanted to put some words on here, but they kind of don't look like they go now. They're kind of pale compared to all the brightness I've got on here, so maybe I won't do that. I've got some hearts, which might be fun to just put a bunch of hearts on there, but I don't know. Let's see what else I've got here. I've got, I like the birds, but once again, they don't really match color-wise. Let's block this up so my glue doesn't dry out. See, it's like all these things I've got. Well, I guess those actually might go okay. Okay, we'll hold those out and think about it. Got some more little birds. But most everything I've got, I'm not sure would really add anything to the page. We could just put a few flowers. Let's think about that. These are jot stickers from Dollar Tree. I think I am. I'm just going to go ahead and put these on here because I've had these a long time and I love them. Ooh, that would not be the right place for that one, would it? It really wouldn't fold then. Let that one come in off the page. Stick this one right down there. I think I'm going to have this one coming in from off the page too. Since there's some orange in here, that looks nice. We'll just take this little butterfly and flower and stick right there. I probably should have put it right there because that would have been good. Now that I've got those on there, I kind of think I would like to have a few more. But I don't know what else would go. Let's get some of these out. Oh, there's a little snail. That's very cute. Let's take that little snail and put him right here under that flower. And let's see if we can get one of these to fit here. Can't really tell. They're both tall, but this one's not quite as wide. So we'll put it down here. Woo. Come back off. I think I'm going to put this down a little bit, and then I'll cut off the bottom of it. That way we can still see that 3. I don't want to lose the 3. I don't want to lose Shirley either because for some reason I want that to be kind of like it's saying, surely all these things will happen, that all these verses that are on here. I'm going to put this one right here so it looks like he's kind of landing on that flower. Okay, let me bring it in a little closer and you can see what it looks like. This one's busier than normal for me, but I like it. Psalms 37, 10 through 13. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that things go well for you today. God bless you. Have a good night, friend.